Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. GT3 at Oulton Park in the Rainmaster Racing Series. We are racing the Porsche GT3 R992 in the Red Bull livery. Why is Quickshare just opens randomly? We are not running too late. I did 30 practice laps in the morning. So that's definitely something to account for. They're pretty good laps. I was setting consistent 103s and 102.2s. We are joining the session. We are joining practice. Yeah. Yes, I do. We did not stream yesterday because I was out and about for most of the day. Like all day, actually. Also, go watch my new shorts. I posted 3 yesterday. Or 4. They were all very good. Especially... Yeah, all of them were very, very good. Yeah, go watch them. They were all very fun to make. I think these are the best I've ever made. So it's definitely something fun. We will also be racing tomorrow, Oulton Park, and then next week will be the last week of this season before the new season begins. So that's very exciting. I do want to fight for the Formula 4 championship. I don't know if the prize pool is high, but I remember last year was $35,000. $35,000 will go a long way. Definitely, it's a huge sum of money. The viewer count is so like chopped. It'll show like 1 viewer and then it drops down to 0 and then it goes back up to 1. I don't know. It's gonna be a pretty good race. I felt pretty good in the morning. Yeah, it's a privilege that I get to do this. So let's give it everything. Is this thing adjustable? It is not. It always takes long. This time it's taking a little bit longer than usual, but it usually takes this long. So right now, we are having problems on turn 4, which is Foster's. It is a somewhat difficult corner to take. I end up going off track a lot of times there, so definitely practice is gonna last like 3 seconds once we get in. It's already 5:14. The race session. Actually, we should have 3 minutes of practice, which should be enough for 2 or 3 laps. Probably 2 if we take it immediately. The race session just started and it's just about to begin. Race session starts at 5:15. Practice is 3 minutes. It currently still shows as practice, as free practice. Yeah, I am gonna wait because free practice is gonna finish and go on to the real practice. And it is torrential rain. It is the Rain Master. I bet you once I go in, it's gonna tell me qualifying for your session is about to start. We are racing in the Red Bull livery with the Verstappen, the orange lion helmet, and Verstappen.com racing. Everything is Verstappen.com. My dream is to drive for Team Redline and Team Red Bull in Formula One. And in NLS, in World Endurance, IMSA. I don't know why it's taking long. It should have started the session already. It's probably gonna wait till the 18. I'll just do a couple laps. See what I told you? As soon as I got in, it told me qualifying for your session is about to start. Let's go to race. And this is also going to take long. Usually takes long to load. Hopefully not too long because qualifying should start in a minute for the official race session. Still taking a long time. And qualifying should begin in like 30 seconds. Well, yeah, really cool stuff. Yesterday we didn't stream because I was out and about all day, and I got back at 6. And for most of you guys, that time is already like 7. Some of you I know are earlier, but most of you live an hour in front the time zone. It tells me on YouTube Analytics. So yeah, I decided not to stream because for y'all it was gonna be 7 or 8. Whenever I started streaming, it was gonna be pretty late. I just decided not to. But today we are racing the Rainmaster GT3 Championship at Oulton Park Fosters. Qualifying has already started. Yeah, it's already a minute in. Something like that. I don't know the time exactly, what time it is, but we are now in and I'm running like a 9.72 or like a 10.03 brake bias towards the rear, very much towards the rear. It has just gone in. Oh, it's still in practice. Okay, that's good actually. It just started qualifying. We have 8 minutes to qualify, 3 laps. The lap should take no longer than a minute 5. I will now jump into qualifying. I have never seen thunder in the Rainmaster. That was the first time I've ever seen that.
Green flag, green flag.
We finished all of our laps and none of them were good, but it doesn't appear that too many people have qualified either. All people are on 103.0, 103.3, 103.6, or 104.1 or 104.5. I could have said my fastest lap in practice was a 103.3. That should put us second. We are starting. That would put us, yeah, we'll still have a second. But you can't do anything about it. Qualifying wasn't the best at all. The race should be good, but there are underlying factors that affect my performance, especially. Okay, yeah, this viewer count is absolute trash. Cause like, I check it and it says 0. I open it back up, it says 1. I close it, says 0. Now it says 0, 0. Okay, I don't know who is putting that at all. It shows me as 0 viewers, but I keep getting stuff in there, so. Okay, now it shows 1. Now it shows 1. Hey, 1 viewer is in there still, which is pretty good, actually. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, now it goes back to 0. Who is putting that? I have no idea. The viewer count keeps changing, which is kind of annoying. I don't know who is watching. It does believe I think everybody has either done a lap, but qualifying has officially ended. We are starting 9th on the grid. Fastest was a 102.677, which is not terribly fast. In some other races, we were having drivers hitting 1 minute flat or a minute 1. And then the one right behind him is a minute 3. I can hit a 1 minute 3.2. So I do think we still stand around third place within the race time. Shortening of qualifying has been accepted. We are starting what, 9th? And then the guy in 8th place at a 110 hasn't given us our... Why does it show him as 15th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're starting 10th. But I don't know why it shows it up as 9. The 15th guy may be a little bit higher, but we have multiple United States drivers. Brazilian, Ghana, Chile, Dutch drivers, Argentina, Venezuela, Greek, Brazilian, and I believe that's South Africa. All the way at the top. We're going to grid. Is going to be a safety car start, which is, like always in the rain,
One left to green. Line up on the right
multiple
side. Pit road
Porsches,
is closed.
BMWs,
No sign of
Ferraris,
rain stopping.
Lamborghini Huracans.
You're on a wet tire.
That's a Corvette right in front of me. Multiple Porsches, the BMW all the way at the front.
The estimated
There's a
strength of
Ferrari right
field is
behind me, and there's a Mercedes
1,275.
to the left behind me. And there's, of course,
If
that
it rained,
Huracan.
the DNF today would hurt our points a lot. Still waiting on 2 cars to grid.
Relative, we are starting 9th place. We are in the top 10. If we can finish within the top 10, I'll try to pick our battles wisely. This is definitely a very dangerous track. Well, any track becomes dangerous or is dangerous at any given point, but especially in the rain. I accept that risk though, 100%. That's what I race for. I will say that Lamborghini sounds great. It sounds really nice. Really? I already have 4 incident points and the race hasn't even started.
Get ready, going green. We've got damage on the back end.
Closing me in, tried to push me. There's a Ferrari right behind me. This guy's really gotta move. I get that this is racing, but dang, you gotta rejoin safely. We are now 6th place. with the Porsches coming off the line. The spray is definitely killing the visibility. Of course.
Slow down. You got a penalty? We're cutting the course. There's an incident ahead.
My tires are now very overheated. Huge incident. Huge incident. Debris going everywhere. Another huge incident. We just gained every single position back and more. That was crazy. That was a huge crash from everybody. We're gonna finish 4th. I'm 100% sure we can catch up to 3rd place. Yeah, everybody has now been lapped. Because that is insane damage, and there's probably a whole bunch of debris on the track, car parts everywhere. Yeah, everybody's in the pits getting their car repaired. We are somewhat catching up to 3rd place. I said a 103.03. It's also very helpful when there's no cars impeding with your lap time. This is a 15-lap race. Traction control is kicking in like crazy. I just said a 102.888. We got an off track. We are now at 8 incident points. Still pretty good though, especially for this point of the race. Especially that we would be at 4 if not for the car that rear-ended us. Okay, well now we have 5. Who's behind me? How far behind is 5th place? 5th place is 20 seconds behind. But I think he's lapped because it shows him as lapped, I believe multiple times. We said a 102.756. Ignore that spin out that I just did. It was completely intentional. It wasn't. I'm just kidding with y'all. We're still in 4th place. Yeah, 5th place is a lap down. We have absolutely no chance of getting passed by him. There are still like 6 laps to go. Genuinely, we are on lap 10, and there's like 16 laps, 15 or 16. The guy directly in front of us is in 2nd place. No, is in 7th place. I hope he doesn't impede with any of our lap times. It should give him a faster car approaching flag right now. Okay, that was somewhat respectful, but also in a somewhat professional, if you were in a somewhat professional lobby, I think that would be classified as like reckless behavior. Because to me that was absolutely fine. Like, he was a little bit far from me. He just braked a little, gave me the space, allowed me to pass, which I really appreciate. I appreciate that he didn't try to impede with my lap or try to fight a faster car. But definitely it's just, I think, one of those things where you would just like go to the right side and let him pass, or like take the outside and just give him the space. I need to stop hitting that apex. It is destroying our lap times. I set a lap time of 7.2. I set a 2.756. So we are not far off from the leader's pace. But then again, the leader has set multiple 101.8s. Okay. The Lamborghini is still behind us, especially after that little spin out. We are the faster car though, so we should pull away in not too long. Yeah, see, we're not that close to the leader's pace, but we're definitely up there. Should be white flag next time around. I think it's only a 16 or 15 lap race whenever there's actually the time for it. It's at a 102.687. Off track. I got one wheel over the curb. Off track. I'm just gonna play it safe. This will be a 15 lap race. Yeah, just no risk. I'm gonna take it somewhat slow. I don't want to get any more incident points and damage our safety rating even more. We are still 4th place. We're now at 13 incident points. I'm pretty sure our safety rating is going to take a toll. It wasn't a bad race. It wasn't a bad race at all.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Definitely points wise was pretty good, but for my safety rating, Oh my rear is destroyed. I didn't know he hit me that hard. Go to lap one. I didn't know he had like rear-ended the car that bad. Dang, already? Was because look, again that I was kind of distracted. Yeah, right there. Car just decides to come. One is that the guy in front of me also braked very, very unexpectedly. Who was the guy behind this Ferrari? Doesn't appear to brake and just... And he gets hit by the other guy. Abdul... Oh, okay, so he finished... He was the guy who finished 5th. I finished 4th from 9th, which was not bad at all. But definitely it could have been way better. The incident points I was going to take a toll. Oh, hello, princess. Oh, don't worry. Thank you for being here, my pretty girl. I'm gonna do some stuff. I didn't even know you could do that until not too long ago. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, my pretty girl. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot. We just finished the race. 9th to 4th. That I want to analyze that huge crash that there was up in the race. That it appears that we were pretty much in front of this guy throughout the entire time. Yeah, we spun out on multiple occasions. Right there. What even happened there is what I want to know. Because look, we spin out. Okay, so I see. Let's press play. I'm gonna go to the next. No, previous. Oh, okay. So see, that's what I want to see. What happened that caused this huge crash? I see 2 Porsches up ahead. I see that Ferrari trying to evade. These Porsches do not safely rejoin. Cause huge amounts of crashes, and then all of these cars are out. Like, they all have damage, especially that Porsche. I believe that passed them after. And then right here, just nobody brakes at all. Also, this guy had damage to the front wheels, so it might make sense that he locked up the front tires. But yeah, that's what got us from basically... We went down from 9th to... What was it, like 11th? And then we went up to 4th. Ooh, our safety rating took a toll. A huge one, 228. Also, I did a race in the morning. It wasn't the best race ever. It was probably one of the worst races I've ever had. But there it is. We are 1397. My safety rating and my I rating did go down quite significantly. But yeah. Really cool stuff. We will be racing tomorrow. Same combo. Oulton Park Fosters at GT3 with Oulton at Oulton Park Fosters in the rain. We still have a chance to make up that C license that we wanted by the end of the week. Also, tomorrow is Friday. We might race this, but also it might be like a little fun thing to do. But yeah. Let's see what else we do. We still have some time left to do stuff. Global MX5 Cup. Up next, what does this mean? Okay. Oh, so basically up next in like server times basically. That's Dutch. Not really much to do. I will still keep it on, but I don't. I saw this really cool video. It was like a CFD simulation. CFD's like aerodynamic simulations. I saw it for the Ferrari wing, and it was very much interesting because it actually shows you how like the new wing, the fully 360 rotating wing from Ferrari actually helps the car's performance. My keyboard is so clicky. This to those of you who have a sim rig, this is generally one of the best things I've ever like bought for my sim rig. It makes it so much easier instead of having to bring that huge keyboard I have down there. Again, I just can't find like of course like I always see the video, but then I can never find it to show y'all. But might it be cool to for me to create the own CFD simulation? It would probably explode the my computer. Yeah, I don't. I of course I can't find it. It's like I want to show y'all because it was cool because CFD simulations are aerodynamic simulations, continuous flow dynamics, I believe, something like that. Continuous flow. I'm 100% sure is that. I don't know what the D stands for, but I think it's dynamics or something. But it shows how when the wing flips, creates huge amounts of. I can't find the word. I can't remember the word. But it increases the speed by 8 to 10 kilometers per hour whenever the wing is in rotation. And then once it comes down, it is in active aero mode, which again complements the car's performance. In addition to that, that it just gained like a little boost of speed while like just driving and being there because of the new wing. I think it's continuous flow dynamics. I'm pretty sure it's continuous flow dynamics. RB 20, RB20, yeah. Chevy Corvette C7 Stingray. I'm not the biggest fan of American muscle cars. Of course, that's me. To whoever likes American muscle cars, like that's y'all's preference. But at least to me, I think the epitome of driving in general is German cars, or I want to say Japanese, but I generally think German and Japanese are the best ones ever. At least to me, because the I've driven the C7 Stingray. It drives like a boat. Most American muscle cars handle like boats because of the huge engine. And usually they're all front engine, rear wheel drive. But then you have the 911 GT3 Cup engine all the way in the rear wheel drive, absolute crazy aerodynamics. The air ducts here cool down the brakes. There's a Panamera Turbo. All of these are really cool. Not the biggest fan of these, but it's more so of a mom car. I would probably get my wife this one. Not so much for me. I would get this one for me because this fits 5 people, but this is more so of a nicer mom car. Also, some of these, I believe the Cayenne is crazy fast. Yeah, 570 horsepower, and it can tow an insane amount. It's like a 9,000 towing rating capacity. MP412/C. Was never too big of a fan of this one. I do like the 650S GT3 a lot. That is insanely British. Huayra BC, Zonda R, Huayra. Sodi karts are also fun. Those are one of the first professional karts I ever drove. This is SR. Rough gives Porsches and turns them special. I drove this one a couple times in No Hesi. The 312T is also very fun. The GT3 to the 458 Italia. 599X Evo. I don't know what category it is. It appears to be GT3. But it says right here, clients participating in track-based research. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the Ferrari F40 is also really cool. The Escort came up in Fast and the Furious. Lamborghini Huracan ST. I didn't even know I had this car. Sure, why not? Let's drive this one around Suzuka. That'll be definitely a fun thing to see. I don't want my... I bet you the steering wheel's gonna jerk that way. How many viewers do we have? Just my pretty girl. Thank you so much for being here. Alcantara. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what brand that is because Alcantara, from what I know, is a fabric. Actually, the fabric that makes the steering wheel. I've held this steering wheel before. It should sound really nice if my volume was up. Sounds very nice. I'm getting, like, from the car's handling, I'm getting kind of hints that it's an all-wheel drive, but I could be very wrong. Then again, also, what is my brake bias set at? If my brake bias is very, okay, the percentage is not really telling me. I think, let's go 39%. Okay, 52 is all it lets me. I think that's all the way to the front. Yes, that is 100% to the front. You get insane oversteer whenever you throw all the brake bias to the front. Let's go to 80. 80 should be 80% to the rear, which I think is pretty good. Much better, much better. Again, see, on a normal, again, that Assetto Corsa is not known for its insane physics. I know in drifting it is, and I'll give it that. But at least for right now, it's not giving the best physics, I think, in terms of the Huracan, because I've driven this car in Gran Turismo 2. In Gran Turismo 7, I've driven this car. Not in Gran Turismo 2. Okay. That is the right side of the car. This is the left window. Can I burn out? That's what I want to know. Where's traction control? Traction control off, ABS off. There's no turbo on this car. Yeah, something tells me this car is... Yeah, let me burn out. Give it a 360. Okay, we are burning out now. Okay, let's exit. Pretty decent race that we had. Not the best race I've ever had. Definitely very high incident points, but we will have another chance tomorrow. I will practice tomorrow morning so we can have the race. But yeah, it was a pretty good race, even though the one thing I would have changed was probably the incident points if it hadn't gone down. But it's something so minor. It was 0.02 safety rating. So basically nothing. Hey, we have 2 watching. Thank you to my second viewer. Also to everybody watching, watch my new shorts. The new shorts that I posted, I think are some of the best I've ever posted. A lot of cuts and stuff. Follow me on all socials. I post on TikTok too, and on Instagram. I post photos on Instagram sometimes. So go follow me on there. Lots of stuff over here. Let's see. Again, that we will be racing GT3 at Oulton Park again tomorrow in the rain for the Rain Master Championship. So I don't know exactly when. Hey, 4 viewers. It keeps climbing now. It just got to that point where it starts climbing, but yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. Formula One. The season seems a little dim, especially with new regulations. Teams are gonna have to more so. I mean, Lewis Hamilton even said you need a degree now to understand these cars because it's all battery management, power management, all of that. But even so, I will still consider to watch the sport. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much to my beautiful princess for watching my streams. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.